Look at this. We're underneath a swimming pool. Not often we go down to an upper deck, is it? But that's just the scale that we're on here. This is a yacht that just keeps on giving, isn't it? It's absolutely spectacular. This isn't little ship stuff. This is just ship stuff. In fact, we'll stop and take a look up here. I love this. I love this so much. Look at this. Right up through, right to the top. An amazing jacuzzi that will take all of the guests. Wow. That's fantastic. I'm going to take you this way. This isn't into the crew cabins. This is into another utterly spectacular area. I'm beside myself, you can probably tell. There are super yachts and there are super yachts. This is the latter, one of the largest and most magnificent yachts I've ever stepped foot aboard. This is an ISA 65 Classic by Palumbo Yachts. It's 65 meters, it's a steel hull, it's an aluminium superstructure, and it is absolutely off the scale incredible. And we're going to do the full tour on this one, take you on board, show you everything, and it is worth seeing. Stick with me to the end on this one because some of the features on here I've never even seen before. It is insane. So we'll start here on the main deck. We'll take a quick look at the swimming pool, and it really is a swimming pool. This has a tide running through it, so if you want to, you can swim against it. So if you want to kind of like do lengths, well, it's not a length as such, you just stay in the middle and the water comes through. Obviously it doesn't have to move. If you just want to use it as a hot tub, you can do, but that is actually a proper swimming pool. We're going to go round, and what we'll do is we will head up. We've got this seating area here, obviously very, very sheltered area because you're sheltered by these sides, you're sheltered by the overhang, so it's a nice outdoor area, but out of the weather, out of the wind, out of everything. Just a lovely, lovely place to be. We're going to head up and up and up, and the reason we're doing it this way rather than going into the main deck and through as I normally do is because this is the way that I was shown the layout of this boat, and I'm going to have a hard enough job not getting lost as it is. So hopefully we can figure this out, because honestly it's just incredible, the space and the size on this. So dining area out here, as you probably worked out for yourself, very sheltered again because you've got the sides and the overhang. This is one of the most popular areas for eating on the boat. We've got the sunbathing here at the aft end. The backrests that go across there can be placed at this end, so when the ship is underway you can lie leaning against this facing aft. You've got the glass panels in here, and so you can lie there. Obviously these are out of the way, these are the bits that move. You can lie and look at the wake streaming away and the flag fluttering and just relax. Seating areas tucked into the corners. Just fantastic. Okay, up again. We are, of course, going to cover all these internal areas basically when we get to the top, where we'll come down on the inside. But as I say, this was the tour that I was given, and I'm still not convinced I know it all. Okay, we're now up on the Sundeck. So we're above the upper deck and above the main deck. This is an incredible area. In fact, while there's nobody here, I'm going to give you a quick glance through this one, because there are people who've gone on up ahead of me. So yeah, Sundeck area, a very casual area. You can see it's got the teak flooring in here, for example. You've got this lovely cozy area in here, an internal dining area, so the weather's not quite so good. You've got another place there. Look at this smashed glass motif here. This is completely smooth, but then with the feature of the broken glass inside it, that's rather nice. If we come up through here, we have things like crew routing. So this side of the boat, we've got a pantry in through here. Let's have a quick look, like so. And that stairway then goes right down, all the way down through the whole ship for the crew, so that they can come and go very discreetly. Marvellous. If we have a look on the other side then, we've got things like a day heads for this deck. Like so. And then look at this up here forward. So, sunbathing, an amazing jacuzzi that will take all of the guests. And you'll notice there's glass screens all the way around, so when you're sat in there and the ship is underway, you're not getting blown by the wind, you're sheltered. And then this lovely cozy area here. What they'll do with this is they can put a table on across here. It fits across, so there's a little dining nook for couple, maybe breakfast in the morning to come up here and have a coffee. That is absolutely brilliant. And of course the view from here is magnificent. One of the best views on the yacht, but not quite the best because we've got another deck to go. Let's go and look at that. This is the stairway then down through the accommodation. We're going that way in a minute, but we'll nip through here quickly. There's a few people, so I'll keep the camera pointed down.
We're going to see brand new ones.
Oh, this one is...
There we go. Okay. The trick with these tours is to try and avoid the other guests as much as possible. We've got the grill here. It's a great catering station, of course, in the back. Okay, on we go. So this then is right to the top. Look at this. Unbelievable. More sunbathing. Again, amazing view out across the back of the boat. Music system, as you can possibly hear. And we can come right on around. I'll show you this in a second up above us. This is what we were looking at from that forward section a second ago. Again, this magnificent area. This is the best view on the boat because you can sit here, you're cruising down the coast, and that is your view. Just incredible. And you can see there the hot tub that we were looking at just a moment ago. Okay, I'm going to show you quickly up here because this is interesting. And yes, they do go up there and they do clean all of that. So satellite domes, obviously, radar, all that kind of stuff. You can actually see the steps in the sides of it, and they hook on with obviously like rappelling gear. Do they call it rappelling? I think they call it rappelling. Climbing, it's like climbing gear basically, so they're actually hooked on and up they go and keep all that clean. Insane. I think I'm right in saying 16 crew on this one. Okay, we're now right at the top. We're going to head back in. We're going to work our way back down through the accommodation. There we go. So we're back onto the Sundeck. This is the area we looked at a moment ago, so we'll skip through this and I'll take you down this incredible staircase. Now the first thing to mention is this all illuminates. These are like octopuses. Octopi, isn't it? So all of these all illuminate, and this is right through the entire yacht all the way down. Unbelievable. So we're going to go from here down to the upper deck, which you believe, not often we go down to an upper deck, is it? But that's just the scale that we're on here. And we'll head aft first of all. Hello.
Hello.
There we go. Check this out. Lovely casual area for an evening. We've got a self-playing piano over here. We've got the bar area. We come right around here actually. Remember I mentioned that crew routing? Well, again, you've got the same thing in through here. And that's the stairway that we saw when we were in the pantry area upstairs. We've got crew in here, so we'll carry on a bit further, but steps are down there to further crew areas. We'll see all that with a bit of luck. I can remember where I'm going. Okay, so this is where we came up the steps at the back. So this is what's on the inside of it. I love features like this. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and the lighting as well is incredible. These areas here is just all the, well, the stuff really for entertaining. Beautiful. Look at the wine cellar over here. That is amazing. Okay, we're going to head forward because we've got the bridge, I think, on this level.
Yeah, oh, yesterday.
Day heads in here for this deck. There's one on every deck. And look at the way they've done areas like this with the marble, with this art here, all inset and lit. And the octopi cruising right through the entire yacht. Absolutely insane, isn't it? Just fantastic. Okay, we'll head forward a bit. We need to be a bit careful again. We've got people. So let's see if we can go right through.
You like this one?
Yeah.
Into here first of all. This is the office. So So you need to catch up with your emails, this is the place to come. Got sofa here as well. Even this has got its own ensuite with a shower. Like so. And what it also has is its own balcony. And we'll find these in the owner's cabin as well, of course. But yeah, isn't that wonderful? So you can stand out here and look right down the yacht. Incredible. Okay, let's see if we can go a little bit further forward. And this is of course fully crewed, so we need to be a little bit careful about crew areas. There is a captain's cabin up here. I'm not sure we're going to be going into that one. Let's have a little look. VIP guest cabin up on this deck. And this one also has a balcony. Let's go right out and have a look. It's such a big boat. I'm actually finding areas and going, ah yes, I remember. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Fantastic. Of course it's en suite, of course you've got the big hanging lockers. Here we go. This closes off, you've got pocket doors that slide out to enclose this. You've got the big shower over on this side, the sink, and then toilet and the bidet. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's see what we find further forward. Hopefully this might have cleared a little bit. Yes, we're looking good. Okay, the captain's cabin is in this door over here, I think, or is it this one? It's locked, no problem. We'll press on. Ah yes, this is the office for the captain. Like so, and then this is the bridge. Look at this. This isn't little ship stuff. This is just ship stuff. And this area here, so guests can come up, see what's going on, chat to the captain, that kind of thing. They've even put an electronic chart built into the table so that when they're talking about where they might want to go to anchor or where they might want to cruise to and how long it's going to take, that kind of stuff, you can sit there and see it all happen. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Let's press on because there's an area at the bow I want to show you. We've got wing stations out here as well, of course, but we're going to nip on forward because there's people sat up here. Let's go right up to the bow. Such a long walk from one end to the other. There we go. So this is where the jet skis live. Obs. And we've got the crane there, of course, to lift them in and out. Other thing we've got up here, this is access to some of the engineering areas, is down here. But also the garage is here. Step into here. We have two tenders. This one's a rescue tender, which means it has to conform to a certain specification for rescue use. That's why it's got things like these lifelines on it. That one gets used less often, I'm told, although it can be used obviously as a normal tender as well as a rescue tender, but the main tender is this one over here, 27 foot long apparently. Look at the size of this. That is a luxurious way of getting ashore, isn't it? And these of course have beam cranes in the ceiling, you can see them. They can lift the boat up, you can see the hooks in fact, if I come over here. So these come down, clip on, the side door goes up, these come out, and they lower into the water, away you go. But that is a garage and a half, isn't it? Fantastic. Okay, let's keep on going. Engineering space in here, so all kinds of technical things. Don't ask me, I don't know, I'm sorry. This is really above what I'm used to. But it is absolutely fascinating and absolutely incredible to be able to show it to you. So we'll press on. Okay, back up these steps. There is a forward seating area here that you can see. And we will come out of here. Of course, we saw the back as we came up of this deck, the aft section of this deck. So I think what we'll do is loop back into here, loop on round. Let's head back to that main staircase, shall we? Okay, might just point the camera down a little bit again. I think we've covered that fairly well. There's a pantry area here. And again, you can see that crew routing. That's where we came in before, and that goes on down. So, let's loop on round. We'll keep the camera down a little bit for a moment. This is the area that we saw with the piano and the games area and so on, and the wine cellar. Let's keep going this way. We'll loop down again. And we are, if I'm counting correctly, down to the main deck now. So this should, yes, this is where it came on. And the waterfall's running now. Let me just show you this. So we've got this fantastic seating area here. So this is your main saloon basically, just huge, a really sumptuous, comfortable, wonderful, relaxing space. Dining areas here, in fact there are doors that slide across here. If you want to close this off and keep this separate, then you can do. And then of course doors across here as well. This is where we came on and came up. In fact we came up that one. And that was the pool that we saw, but we now have the waterfall running as well. Incredible. Let's keep going. There's more to see on this deck, because if we go forward into this lobby area, back to this stairway, but this time we're going to head this way. There we go. These are fire doors that come across here, so if there's ever a serious issue it can be contained. Now these are linen closets at the aft end. That's back into the crew routing, and again on down again, so pantry, that kind of thing. Forward a little bit further. Day heads for this level. Forward a little bit further, and we're starting to get into some of the cabin areas. Now this is interesting because this is actually a crew area. It's not a guest cabin. So this is for, probably rather than ship crew, it'll be for nannies or bodyguards or that kind of thing. There's a sofa here now, but that can convert to a bed. There's a Pullman bed that comes down here. We're right next to the owner's cabin. I'll show you that in just a moment. And there's a secret door here, and I'll explain the use of that in just a moment. But yeah, that is, although it's not part of the crew cabins, it is a crew area. And it has its own ensuite in here. And it means that, as I say, if you have bodyguards, if you have a nanny, whatever else, they are right next to, perhaps a maid, the owner's cabin. And this, well of course, this is just spectacular. Now I mentioned there was a little secret door in there. The reason there's a little secret door in there is because this balcony, which has a drop section that goes down. Obviously we can't drop it at the minute because we're alongside another boat, but when you're out at anchor you might have that down and the railings around. If you haven't got it down, of course, this is still a perfectly usable area, or if you're underway, for example, you could have this up. But yeah, that there is that secret door, and what that means is that with these curtains closed, this can be set up for breakfast, and when the owners wake up they can come out, pull the curtains, step through. This is all set up with the coffee and the croissants and ready to go, or whatever else they choose, of course. But look at this, look at this. This is a yacht that just keeps on giving, isn't it? It's absolutely spectacular. Another balcony on the other side, we'll go and look at that in a minute, but we'll go forward into the ensuite first of all. Definitely worth a double mirror wave. And we've got two areas. So there's this one with this absolutely massive shower. And the basin, and then this closes off. We've got the toilet, we've got the bidet, and so forth. And another door here, so this can all be completely private if required. If we cross over, this is all storage. This is all hanging lockers all around here. Now it does have owner's gear on, so I'm not going to open it. But Just a massive, massive array of shelving and hanging wardrobes and so forth. And then we can come all the way across and we have this area. This one's got a bath in it, got the basin of course, and then in this one we have shower in here. It's a little bit smaller shower because of course this is the bathroom, has the bath in it. And again, toilet and the bidet. Beautifully lit, isn't it? And this again, of course, it closes off. This is a private room, so you can shut that door there and have this completely to yourself. And then whoever you are sharing with has that completely to themselves. Let's come back out through here. It's just off the scale, isn't it? Another balcony on here. Again, it's got the drop section, and that's laid out just for a bit of relaxing, looking out over the water when you've got the balcony down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, plenty more to show you. We've still got an entire other deck. We've got crew areas, we've got engine areas. Look at this. Just going to loop through here a moment. I think that's fair. Okay, so that's the forward section of this main deck. Let's go down again. And now we are down to the lower deck. And we're going to go forward first of all. Crew routing again. In fact, we might go that way in a moment, but let's come forward first of all. So there's two cabins off of here. Curious as to what's in here. Okay, linen closet. Check these out. I mean, these are beyond owner cabin spec on a normal sized yacht, aren't they? They're just huge. Look at this. Ensuite in here. Just a massive shower. Let's undo that. And beautifully, beautifully finished. The quality in this is exquisite. There we go. And of course the loo on this side. With the bidet. This again has the pocket doors. So these slide out from here. This can be completely enclosed. We've got AV equipment. Got drawers next to the bed, of course. When we've not got a boat alongside, you get a lot of light from the water playing through here, I'm told. Just reflecting around the cabin. Just beautiful. And then wardrobes are here. With the safe, some of the AV equipment, and so forth. If we step across, we will find a pretty much identical cabin. This is laid out very slightly different, where the desk is or dressing table, but other than that, it's the same sort of size, it's the same sort of features. Amazing. Wardrobes here again, ensuite here again. I won't open it all because it's the same deal. Shower here, toilet, bidet, sink, and so forth. But yeah, it's a big cabin, isn't it? If we head on back a bit further, we'll find two more. So that's taking us up to 6 cabins. There we go, this way. In fact, we'll stop and take a look up here. I love this. I love this so much. Look at this. Right up through, right to the top. And back here is another guest cabin. Again, huge. In fact, I think these may be slightly larger. Look at these wardrobes across here. Slippers ready to go. Fantastic. Again, the desk, again, the AV equipment. I love the colour scheme. Lots of light sections, but then the dark high gloss, just to offset it, just to give it some serious class. And look at these hinges on these doors. They're just a work of art all on their own. It's very Palumbo Yachts, that. I think this is a little larger than the other two that we saw. Not that they're shortchanged, are they? Toilet and A B-day. Yeah. This feels a little larger, doesn't it? Isn't that spectacular? Another one on the other side. Thusly. So to tuck yourself away. The hull windows again. I say we're not getting the benefits of those today, but you can imagine at anchor, the light and the reflections of the water coming through there. And again, B-day in behind the door. Good, good. Well, I think we've made a pretty good fist of that. The next thing to try and find then is the crew areas. And I have to be honest, say I'm not quite sure from here where we go for that. Let's. Do you know what? I'm wondering what's through here and whether this will take us through.
Two technical rooms,
Oh,
and then
you're going that way.
directly to
Okay.
the lower deck,
Hang on.
cabins.
Back up.
Ciao, Nick. How are you? Are you fine?
Fine, thank you. Yes, how are you?
I'm fine, thank
Excellent.
you. So sorry for to disturb.
Not at all. No, you're very, very welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I love your
Is this
videos.
Nick? Ah, thank
I
you.
love your videos.
Do you want to go on?
We are doing on Instagram also. We have a couple of 100,000 followers also.
Okay, well then,
What's your-
these guys, what's your Instagram handle?
My Instagram handle is Prestige Yachts.
Okay.
Mine is the Yachts Life on Instagram.
Okay, guys, look up these guys, the Yachts Life on Instagram and Prestige Yachts.
Thank you.
Fantastic. You're welcome,
you.
and thanks for
Bye.
joining the channel.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
Right, while we're here, I'm going to take you this way. This isn't into the crew cabins. This is into another utterly spectacular area. Now, what do you think we might be seeing when we walk through here? Well, this will give you a clue, because that's the engineer's cabin. Engineer in there, so we're not going to linger, but check this out. This is a route that basically takes the guests through to the beach club, and they walk past the engines. So these are showpieces. They're absolutely magnificent. Huge generators. Interesting fact about these generators, they've got Caterpillar C32 ACERT engines. Now those are the engines that normally power big boats. Not on here. On here they power the generator. And there are two of them. The main engines, these fellows you can see here, these are a pair of MTU 12V4000. They're just under 2,000 horsepower each. They're giving the boat round about 16 knots, I think I'm right in saying, and about a 3,000 mile range at 12 knots. But yeah, that is a statement, isn't it? You come out in the morning from your cabins, you want to head to the beach club, catch up with your friends, and this is what you walk past. Absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, let's take in the beach club while we're down here, and then we'll go back and try and find the crew areas. So what we've got here then is the massage room, or treatment room. You know, you've got your nails done, you want a massage. That's the place that you have it. And if we cross over, this is not the laundry, believe it or not. It does have washing machines in it, but the laundry is much, much bigger than that. So that's just for doing towels and things for this area. This one is, I think I'm right in saying this is a steam room, not just a shower. I think I'm right in saying. And then this one, day heads for this area. Now what we've got here is one of the nicest beach clubs I've ever seen, because drop side here, this is done like a gym, as you've no doubt worked out for yourselves. Drop side here, and that means that this can be just an amazing area for playing in the water, that sort of stuff, but also a lovely spot to entertain. You've got TV here, you've got the bar here, and of course it's open-sided and you're at water level all the way around, three sides. You've got the breeze coming through, you've got the water lapping, you've got the kids playing with the kayaks. Oh, just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Look at this. So yeah, that transom basically goes right over. You can see it's teak faced, and that's because that becomes the floor. It matches this teak here. When it's lowered, these do the same. You can see the hinges along the bottom, they drop down. And if we come right around here, you'll see there's that massage room. Of course, that will close off. There's a sliding door to shut that off, or you can keep it open if you wish. Got paddle boards down there, that sort of thing. Yeah. I begin to run out of words with this yacht. I really do. It's just off the scale. It's just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. There we go. Okay, we still haven't found the crew areas. We'll come back up this way. This is another route to the beach club. You don't have to come through the engines if you don't want to. If you're up on the main deck, you just want to pop down there, well then this is your route down. We'll come back through here, and if we can find the crew areas, we'll have considered ourselves to have done a really good job. Okay. We might need some help with this because they're the only things that I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look over here. Let's try this, shall we? Seek and you shall find. Okay, pantry area. Now the crew are very much on board this boat. We're going to skim through here. I don't want to start disturbing the crew any more than we can possibly help. So we saw this routing around as we were walking around. So they can go from the main deck to the upper deck, for example, up through here. That takes me back out onto the upper deck. We're going to come down and through. There's a door there, takes you straight out onto the side deck, and that can take you aft and off the yacht. And then here is the galley. And it is every bit as spectacular as the rest of the yacht. We've got 3 ovens. They're here, they're here, they're here. This is great. I was talking to the sous chef earlier, a lady called Jules, who was fantastic. She gave me a tour of the yacht, and she said this is her area. This is where she works with the main chef. So he does the main meals, she does crew meals, also desserts, that sort of thing. And what she says is great is the fact that she can have this as her area. The chef has this area, but they can then communicate and converse, of course, across. And it works brilliantly, she says. So that is that. There's lots more to see. There's also massive cold storage on this yacht, and I'm going to see if I can find that. I was shown it earlier. Let's see if we can find it. So we've come around here. That takes you back out into the guest areas. We're going to head down. Now there are several crew cabins down here. We are only going to show you one of them, but they're all pretty much the same, just to give you an idea. Another thing we've got down here is the mess area. So this is a mess area, again, commensurate with the quality and the size of this yacht. Look at this, look at the space they've got. So it's a very comfortable place to relax, to catch up with your colleagues, and just to be. We've got TV in here, we've got monitoring system for the yacht, so we can watch all the camera systems. Not going to open everything because this is a bit of a private area, but we've got cold storage in here, so there's fridges about the place. And then this area here. Now if we have a quick look through here, we're just going to look at one of these. There are crew cabins all the way through here. I think there are 8 of them, so 16 crew, plus there's a captain's cabin, don't forget. And they've opened one for us to have a look at. That's in here, just to give you a flavour of what it's like for the crew on this yacht, and it's great. Look at the size of this. Really big ensuite, proper separate shower, very, very comfortable. We've got decent sized beds here, look at this. And then of course a load of storage about the place. I mean, obviously if you're on here as crew, you're living on here, you need space. And space is what they have. These are really, really good sized cabins. Look at the footprint to this. We'll come out again and say, I'm not showing you anymore. They are all pretty much the same. But what I will show you is the cold storage, if I can remember where it is. I think it might be down the deck. Yeah, this is all cabins, 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 all the way through here. Yeah, so right up, cabin 1, cabin 2, and then we come back, cabin 4, cabin 3, and so forth, right the way through. I've got a feeling we need to go down another level to see the cold storage. Yeah, so back out to the mess area. Here we go. It's a stairway over here. And down we go. This is it. Okay, so down here we have got day heads for the crew. Now, of course, they all have those ensuite cabins as well, but there is a separate day heads there. On top of that, this one here, we Open that carefully. Takes us into some of the engineering spaces, and I've got a feeling that that runs us straight through into the guest areas. So for laundry, that's absolutely fantastic. Let's have a quick sneaky look, shall we? Not sure what this is. Oh, it's pump rooms and that kind of stuff. Oh, that didn't lock. Otherwise we live here now. All right, come on. Okay, and then this is cold storage down through here. So these fellas here, just give you an idea of what these are like. They're like this, and there are many of them. Because obviously, if you've got 16 crew and 12 guests, you need a lot of this stuff. But the other thing that's down here that I want to show you, if I reverse up, is the laundry. Okay, I think we've topped out, haven't we? That's 8 Miele appliances, and we saw 2 others somewhere, didn't we? So 10. I think that's a record. Pretty sure that's a record. And then back here, it's just more storage and supplies and all that kind of stuff. Let's come right on back, see what we can find. Crew routing again, you see? We'll go back up there in a moment. And in here, I literally don't know where we are, but I think that's through to the engine space. But I wasn't actually showed this on the tour, so I'm not going to linger. Yeah. Oh, hello. Yes, I'm fine. I was just working out where I was. Is that engine stand that way?
Up this way, yeah.
Up that way. Perfect. Can I have a very quick look in there? Can I have a quick look through that door? You're a star. Thank you very much. Because we haven't actually gone inside. Oh, yes. Oh, look at this. That was the chief engineer. Wow. That's fantastic. And it's on 2 levels. Look, there's a gantry along here. That is unbelievable. So we've got one engine there, and then the other engine. Look at this. Come right on around. This is an even fuller tour than I was expecting. This is so kind. But yeah, that's an engine. That is an engine. Unbelievable. Absolutely off the chain. Fantastic. Okay. Well, I think we've done it. We just need to find a way out now. That's back up to the engineer's office, I think. Can I come up through here? Oh, you're very kind. There we go. I'll just point the camera that way for a moment. Yeah, so we're back here again. That's brilliant. I'll sweep it on round and I'll leave you in peace. I know exactly where we are now.
All right, all of that.
Perfect, thank you so much. All right, let's go back to the beach club, work our way back up to the deck. I cannot wait to read your comments on this one. I am so excited. I came down, it's the Monaco Yacht Show that we're at, and I came down here and I had various boats to film, and I actually said, if this is the only boat I ended up filming, it would be worth the trip. And I'm right, it is absolutely off the chain. I want to finish with this, because this is the driving range. You drop the balcony down, you've got your green here, and you drive your golf balls straight out to sea. How satisfying is that? And you're going to say, well, that's terrible, throwing those golf balls, those plastic golf balls out to sea. And you'd be absolutely right. Except, that's fish food. It's not a golf ball, that's fish food. 4. Brilliant, okay. Look at this, we're underneath the swimming pool. I'm beside myself, you can probably tell. Okay, let's come back up here. Let's loop on around. And I think we will come down this side. It's quite nice to walk right down the yacht actually, because it gives a real sense of the scale of this one. And this has got to be one of the longest films we've ever filmed. That's just incredible, absolutely incredible. I am so pleased and so grateful to Palumbo Yachts for organising this. They're good guys. They contacted me initially and said, we love the channel, come and film some of our yachts. We've done a few of these, but this is the biggest one. Let's come right up to the bow. There we go. Sirens in the background, sorry about that. Let's come right up to here. Absolutely fantastic. I am going to finish up by the jet skis. I'm going to say massive thanks to Palumbo Yachts. I'm so grateful. That has been the ISA 65 Classic. That has been one of the best, if not the best, super yacht I've ever stepped aboard. I am just buzzing and I can't wait to see your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye bye.